Hey guys, just wanted to get on here and talk about spiritual discernment for a bit. My name's Dr. Beverly Anderson, and myself and Linford relocated to Ghana about a week ago. So I just wanted to talk about spiritual discernment with regards to the returning remnant. I'm not just talking about a physical return to the continent or the Motherland or the Holy Land. I'm talking about a spiritual return also, um, which must be the primary goal of those who are already here and those who are coming. Um, and so this spiritual discernment, with regards to coming, with regards to making all of our plans to return, is talking about our union. It's very important, that union, that unification with the Most High, that spiritual returning. You know, there are three elements of spiritual discernment. Number one, believe. Number two, listen. And number three, trust. The next, we have 6 qualities for spiritual discernment. Number one is love. We must have a love for the Most High. We know that Scripture says, if you love me, keep my commandments. And that is a requirement of those who have returned spiritually to the covenant. There needs to be a spiritual returning, not just a physical location to the land, but a spiritual returning. A spiritual returning would mean that we are back in union with the Most High. Second is call to ministry, which is a call to service, to be selfless. You know, when the Most High gives us a vision, sometimes it's so big, it's so huge, that we're thinking, oh my days, I don't think I can do this. Well, a vision that we have for ourselves is usually within the limits of what we can do, limits of our giftings, within the limits of our know-how. But when it's a vision that comes from the Most High, it is so much more than what we can contain. We can't contain it, which is why it is the Most High's vision. Number three, we've got to have a love for people. We can't say that we are returning to the Motherland and returning to the Most High spiritually to get back in covenant with Him unless we love people. It goes without saying. You see the Bantu people. The whole Bantu people operate as one under the Most High. I am my brother's keeper. So we've got to love people. We've got to go beyond ourselves and go outside of ourselves and see our people from the perspective of the Most High. Right? Number 4 is wisdom. In all your getting, get wisdom, which it says in Proverbs. We can pray for wisdom according to Ephesians chapter 2, which says, give me wisdom and revelation in the knowledge of Him, that the eyes of our understanding will be enlightened, that we will know what is the hope of His calling and what is the riches of the glory of the inheritance in the saints, and what is the exceeding greatness of His power to us who do believe, according to the working of His mighty power which He wrought in the Messiah when He raised Him from the dead and set Him at His own right hand in the heavenly places, far above all principality and power and might and dominion and every name that is named, not only in this realm but also in that which is to come. You know, we can pray that prayer when we're asking for wisdom. There's nothing better than when we're asking the Most High for what we need is to use scripture, because he washes over his words to perform it. In Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 12, it says, I am watching over my word to perform it. So he's watching to see his words coming out of the mouth of his people, because he uses those who have come back in union with him as his mouthpiece. And then the fifth one is fruitfulness. Fruitfulness of the discernment of spirits, or the spirit of discernment, is the outcome of genuine spiritual discernment. You'll see how that operates, because when you begin to discern in the way that the Most High is leading you to discern, then the outcome is always good, the outcome is correct, and the outcome is truthful. And then the next one is the potential. You can see the potential, you can see the power of the discernment at work. You can see the Most High working through someone to discern whether they are of the spirit of the Most High or they are the spirit of the enemy, that they are coming from the perspective of the kingdom of light or they're coming from the perspective of the kingdom of darkness. Then what does it mean to have spiritual discernment? It means to apprehend, to grasp hold of, to know in your spirit something through the power of the Spirit of the Most High. So to know something, to discern something of someone or of a situation through the power of the Spirit of the Most High, then one must be in union with him. Perceiving the true character of people. That's what spiritual discernment is, perceiving the true character of people. But if you're not connected to the truth, and the truth is the Most High, he is the sum total of truth. Okay, so if you're not connected to him, then how can you perceive the true character of a person that stands in front of you? How can you do that? How can you perceive and have spiritual discernment in a situation that faces you? How can you, if you're not in alignment and you're not in union with the truth, right? Knowing the source and meaning of spiritual manifestations is what spiritual discernment is, to know the source. Does it come from the Most High? Does the words that come out of a person comes from the Most High? Does a conversation come from the Most High, or does it come from the enemy? Does it come from the kingdom of light, or does it come from the kingdom of darkness? The attitude and the body language, these are manifestations of a person's thoughts. And if the person's thoughts are not based on scripture, they're not based on the Most High, then you can discern and you can detect where the source of this spirit comes from. And the way that you can detect is if you familiarize yourself with scripture. You need to familiarize yourself with scripture. You need to familiarize yourself with the word of the Most High to actually know the source and the root of a conversation that comes from somebody. And this is what you call discernments of spirit, a spiritual discernment, or to have spiritual discernment. To have spiritual discernment comes with you having close proximity to the presence of the Most High. We've got to live in his presence. we've got to learn to live in His presence. And so I'm saying this because I've heard these words that you need to have spiritual discernment bandied about a lot. And sometimes I wonder whether people know that they need to have a close, unbroken union with the Most High in every situation. If I'm to have spiritual discernment, or to exercise spiritual discernment in this moment, then it is in this moment that I need to be in complete unification with the Most High. This is what it means. I must be completely united with Him. There shouldn't be unforgiveness or bitterness, or hatred in my heart, or gossiping, all these things cause me to be at odds with the Most High. It means I'm not in perfect union with Him. If I'm not in perfect union with Him, then to exercise spiritual discernment will not be correct, and it will not be genuine, and will not get to the point. You understand what I'm saying? So I felt led today to talk about spiritual discernment. So right, well guys, I hope you got something out of that. And I just want to say that I'm speaking from Ghana. We made the trip to Ghana. We relocated to Ghana 1 week today, and we did that because the Most High led us to do that, and He helped us in every single step of the way to relocate to Ghana. We have an assignment here. We're not just here to have a good time. We're not just here to simply escape. We're here because the returning remnant is arriving on these shores in their droves. Some of them have been called by the Most High. Some of them are running away from violence, from gun violence. Some of them are running away from their communities where there are lots of violence. There's police violence. Many of our young people are being killed. Some of them are doing that, and some of them are being led to come here to the Motherland. And we hope that they will find the Most High. But we know that there are just a special community of people coming together here, and we're here to help them. We're here to help them reunite with their covenant, the covenant that their forefathers made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So in all that's happening now, we really do need spiritual discernment in every step of the way. Relocating, getting here, we need spiritual discernment. So I hope you've got something from this, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.